Hello and welcome back. We're going to have a secondary look at the Stream Deck that I purchased yesterday. I've had a chance to spend a bit of time with the Stream Deck, configure it, and add a few things. And I have to admit, I am really enjoying it. You know, at 140 quid, it's a lot to be spending on a Stream Deck. So if you definitely are streaming, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, absolutely recommend it. It's a great little device. If you want to be a user who uses loads of buttons, hotkeys, any type of button script, it's a good little device for that as well. What I've done, on the screen now in front of you should see the Stream Deck software along with, in the corner, the Stream Deck itself. I've dimmed down the lights on the Stream Deck as much as possible so you can see as much detail from it. There's not much to see at the end of the day. It is just a box. Now, as you can see, instead of having letters, numbers, words, whatever, you can literally have a logo on your Stream Deck, keys, to do whatever you want. So, as you can see, we've got here, we've got the Streamlabs OBS, got a link to YouTube, and that one basically will do some auto text to the channel if I need it. Brightness up, down, and mid. So again, we can turn the brightness down, we can go right the way down, go up, mid. I'll turn it up for the purpose of this video. And level 2. We've got some audio functions. So again, we can swap over fast forward, rewind, and basic windows. We want to bring up the likes of Winamp. We can press that. It'll load Winamp. Go back. We can go to Steam. This is basically a list of all the games that I have in Steam. Truckbooks is there. I can literally just press one of these. It'll game for me. You can add a folder in there. And again, you can launch the game from there. So again, Forza. And we got Content Manager. I have to remember what it was then. Breakfast, Elite Dangerous, F1 2018. So again, even for a simple launcher, under the Biss-c item, basically some tools that we would use. The Microsoft one here in the corner isn't working yet because I haven't found a way of programming it, but I'm sure there is a way of doing it. Skype, Logitech, Simicube, things that I would use daily. So again, quick way of accessing, especially if I'm in a game and I want to bring something to the foreground, I can tap here and bring that to the foreground as well. Of which then we've got switch profile, so that'll change profiles itself. If I've got another complete profile, I can slip that in and swap back. So again, you can tap that. Got a basic profile which takes us into a button box kind of layout. This is a profile I'm just messing around with just to learn and see what's available. If we go into my Streamlabs, so again, I've got my individual streams that I might be doing, of which then, let's say for argument's sake, I'm doing ETS. We could tap on that one, and that will give me the controls for ETS. I can control my mic, desktop audio, stop the stream itself, my screens, and swap back and forth. And that's the same for every game. It's all programmed in, so I can just go to the game, swap over to the layout, whatever I want to do. And then the next step for me was, okay, first and foremost, it's there for streaming, but what else can I do with it? So at the end of the day, it's 15 buttons that you can use and assign to anything. So you can create hotkeys. So whatever you've got in the foreground, this potentially can operate for you as well. And if you wanted to do like a script or anything for the keys, you can do. But at the end of the day, I've got this button here, which is my button and box. Tap on that one, and that'll take us into the actual games. Now, we've got Elite Dangerous, which hasn't been configured, so it's kind of blank at the moment. The only one which I've been testing so far is ETS. If we load it up, as you can see there, you've got the ETS cameras that I would use, navigation options, horns. And again, I think I might have the game loaded. Give me a second. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll go into the truck. And this way, because I'm streaming, I'm doing this at the same time. It'll be a bit messy. There we are. Now again, this isn't going to be exact, but I might be able to move the screen. No, I won't. So again, I can change the cameras, hopefully. That's the internal. Hand up Wiz, you'll see me doing different changes. Go back inside. Do the hazards. Bring the main map up. Go back. This one will cycle navigation for the sat-nav on the window, but you can't see it because it's blocked. And again, we can go through button options. Trailer if we had one. And off. Engine on. And that then takes us to a new page. So it's relatively straightforward. Let me get out of the game. It'll take a few moments to catch up. And to give you an idea, we go into the folder here. Literally, if I wanted to assign a button, let me grab open a window. So let's say we need to look for a button now that we can use. So we need to get a hotkey. So it's a system hotkey we would go for. So you click on that one, drag it in, place it where you need it. Now you can either create your own keys by coming here and then do create new icon, and that'll take you to the Streamlabs icon creator tool, and you can copy and paste an image, write some text, make a background, literally make your own key. However, the internet is a great place, and there's plenty of people out there who have designed icons and what have you. So I've spent some time looking around and downloading icons that I feel are going to be useful to me. So literally all I do now is go to set from file, and let me just dig out a file. So here you see we've got some icons that I've been toying around with. We could do, let's do another engine start stop for whatever reason. Click on that and open, and that gets assigned. So once that's assigned, it's just a matter now of assigning the actual key press for it. So again, whatever that would be in the game, you'd either go in and search for the key, or better still, just click, tap on the letter you want. You can see a D comes in, it tells you what it is on the screen, but if you don't want the letter there as well, just delete it, and you can save it, and that's it. So that would then be assigned for the game, and off you go. So that's pretty much what I've done for these. And again, there may be other ways of doing this, maybe better ways, but again, this is me learning and finding out what I can do with this box. We're not going to need that, so we're going to trash that one. And again, it's a similar thing. Because this supports certain things, so YouTube chat messages, viewers, you know, XSplit, Twitch, there's lots of stuff here if you use those tools. For me, Streamlabs OBS I use. And again, if I go back to my Streamlabs, you know, if I wanted to make a new profile, would be just literally copy a scene in, make an image here, and again, you can assign the image type. So click set icon. Let's pick one. Have an done them all. Tell you what, I'll just put in an image for now. There's a trucker's image. That's using one of the photos I took from the game itself. And again, then you can assign the scene that you want to do. So whether it be bus sim, VR, dirt rally. So we know we haven't done bus sim. We'll do bus sim. And then you can choose what you want. Blank. Do you want to play a video? To be right back. Go into the scene. And, you know, you can create then your own key press that you need. Now, I've put them into folders. Again, I'll get rid of that because I need it. I've put these into folders so I know then what I'm dealing with per game. That's one that I need to tidy up because I've still got the dirt rally image there. Delete. I leave the icon in here so I can identify what I'm doing. Project cars, and again, dirt rally's still in there. Got to change that one. Forza, but I haven't updated. As you see, these I've just made them very quickly, so I haven't tidied them up. But because ETS is the one that I've been using so far, I've tidied it up and used it. I've still got to go through to tidy up the rest of these, so they're all looking right and functioning right. Even the Vive down there was when I do my VR streams. So literally, if you get it in a sale price down to 88, I think it was when I purchased it, it's well worth it. When you think of, you know, you can go out and get a button box. Okay, you might be able to get a button box with 32 buttons on it for about 80 to 100 pounds. But this will do pages, pages, pages. And yes, you've only got 15 buttons to play with, one of which will have to be a folder button. One of them will have to be a back button. But you could just, you've got infinite amount. One of the ones I thought would be really good, you see here in the middle, X-Plane. X-Plane's got so many buttons. You could literally do pages for X-Plane, you know, navigation panel, map panel, you know, your altimeters and all of this, your flaps. You know, if you want to get into it, you could just swap around back and forth. And it's just a good way of having a button box that's very, very flexible rather than being a simple button box. But I'm not saying you buy this just for a button box. To be honest, probably a bit overkill. However, if you do streaming, probably worth it. If you fancy having a fancy button box, by all means, it's an option. If you don't mind splashing the cash, you could, in theory, I remember there used to be some software that you could use for tablets to do a similar thing. But again, my experience with using them, I think one of them was Rocut Power, Power Grid. I found that to be a bit cumbersome and clunky at times, but this has been a breeze. You know, I literally bought this yesterday, and for me, I think I've done a very quick setup, but it looks good enough. You know, I've a little bit of looking around on the net for icons, and you do get yourself a device that does many things, you know, and it's been interesting to try and learn what you can do, you know, controlling my Winamp, so I can have Winamp in the corner and I can just press a button, fast forward around, volume up and down. Great. Saves me losing focus from what I'm using and having to mess around and then focus back. And again, you know, I've looking at the videos on the net, you know, there's people who use this for working on their videos, so it's all built into their Photoshop or their photo or video editor, I should say, and they use them to do the keystrokes that they need. They assign the keys to this, you know, make the hotkeys, boom, and get the job done. So if you're into any of that, I would probably say, yeah, you could use something like this to your advantage. It's a simple tool. It's not overly complex or fussy. From what I'm aware of, they are trying to integrate it more with other things. How much more that will get, who knows? You know, we've got mixer here, game capture, OBS Studio, soundboard. So, you know, there's many, many different things. I just wanted this to be another quick overview of what I've managed to do with it so far in the short time I've had it. You know, let's face it, this isn't something I've had my hands on for a week and been learning. I received this yesterday. I unboxed it late in the evening yesterday, and within the few hours that I've had it, I think I've configured quite a bit. Most of it's successful. There's a couple of little bits that I need to tidy up, and I'll do that sooner or later. But hopefully you feel that this is something, you know what, I might take a look at myself. So, you know, hopefully this video has helped you in some way. If it has, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Take care.